Wendy Williams has always been a queen of shade, and it seems she hasn't lost her touch. Sources say that when she caught wind of her ex-husband Kevin Hunter getting dumped by longtime partner Sharina Hudson, Wendy didn't hold back. Those close to her reveal she had some cutting words to share, reminding everyone that her tongue can still slice through drama like a razor. It's that same fearless honesty that made her a household name, and even now, she knows exactly how to grab attention and get people talking. Friends say this moment could be the spark that reignites her long-awaited return to the spotlight. After a few challenging years filled with personal battles, Wendy has been steadily reclaiming her footing, and it looks like the Queen of Shade is ready to reign once again.
I've talked about it all on TV and radio. Yeah. There is so much more to the story I created for myself.
Wendy Williams has been quietly reclaiming her life, spending more time with her son, and moving with a kind of calm confidence fans haven't seen in years. Focusing on herself, her health, and her family seems to have infused her with new energy. Sources close to Wendy believe she's preparing to step back into the spotlight on her own terms, more composed and determined than ever. And if recent whispers are any indication, her comeback may begin with a statement that reminds Kevin Hunter and Sharina Hudson that Wendy still has her voice, her attitude, and her ability to command attention effortlessly. Now that Kevin and Sharina have officially gone their separate ways, Wendy reportedly feels free to speak her mind. Insiders claim she knew about their affair long before her marriage ended and had been quietly holding her cards, waiting for the right moment to tell her side. For years, she maintained her composure in public, never forgetting the betrayal or how it unfolded. She simply waited until the truth would carry more weight than the surrounding drama. After the divorce, Wendy began dropping subtle hints during interviews, framing her words carefully while making it clear she had opinions about Kevin's choices. She suggested Sharina wasn't drawn to Kevin out of love, but out of comfort, money, and lifestyle. According to Wendy, Sharina always had her eye on glamour, luxury, and attention, and Kevin became the easy ticket to get there. For a while, that plan seemed to work. Kevin's focus on Sharina allowed her to step into the spotlight, living the life Wendy had helped build. The contrast between Kevin's life with Wendy and with Sharina couldn't have been sharper. With Wendy, things were steady, built on years of teamwork, shared goals, and loyalty. But the marriage eventually turned into long workdays and emotional distance. Wendy had tried to hold things together, but when she discovered Kevin had started another family behind her back, she made the difficult decision to walk away. That choice marked the start of Wendy's journey back to self-respect, freedom, and quiet strength. Wendy realized the only way forward was to put herself first. She had spent so much time protecting her marriage and image that she forgot what peace felt like. Kevin, meanwhile, was diving into his new chapter with Sharina, showering her with gifts, luxury cars, private dinners, and designer everything, flaunting a lifestyle he couldn't sustain alone. Sharina was driving a gold Ferrari, a symbol of the fantasy Kevin had built around their relationship. But insiders say Kevin's obsession with proving his worth became his blind spot, convinced that Sharina loved him for himself rather than the life he provided. The betrayal cut deep when Wendy discovered Sharina was pregnant. That revelation was the breaking point, and Wendy filed for divorce, choosing dignity over drama. She understood something Kevin never did. Without her influence and career, his perfect life couldn't hold up. While he chased illusions, Wendy was reclaiming her identity. Emotionally strong and financially stable, she no longer needed validation or anyone telling her worth. Paying Kevin alimony was strategic, highlighting his dependence on her success. When payments stopped, his carefully curated image began to crumble, and even Sharina began to see reality. Wendy's quiet confidence has been striking. She's focused on healing physically, emotionally, and spiritually while observing as those who hurt her face consequences. She isn't gloating, she's at peace. Social media has echoed this sentiment, with fans praising her composure and resilience. While critics question revisiting the past, Wendy's mission is empowerment, reclaiming her voice, and setting the record straight. Her recent documentary shifted public focus directly onto Kevin and Sharina. The backlash was relentless, exposing the fragility of their once glamorous image. Wendy's calm demeanor contrasts sharply with the chaos Kevin and Sharina face. She has been quietly rebuilding, creating new projects that reflect her truth, raw, authentic, and unfiltered. With no outside control, she is rewriting her legacy on her own terms. Today, Wendy walks with quiet confidence, glowing, and surrounded by genuine love and family support. The divorce that once drained her became the reset she needed. Her comeback is intentional, focused on power, purpose, and redemption. Kevin's world has grown quieter, while Wendy's is roaring again, not with drama, but with determination. She stands taller, freer, and unshaken, ready to reclaim her story fully. The scandal with Kevin and Sharina has come full circle. Sharina's loyalty was tied to comfort, not love, and when financial security disappeared, so did her devotion. Kevin was left with debt and regret, while Wendy reclaimed her identity and independence. She survived what was meant to break her and emerged stronger, wiser, and unafraid to own her narrative. Fans and insiders agree. Wendy's transformation is inspiring. One fan wrote, "She's moving smart and showing Kevin and his mistress exactly what they threw away." Critics may argue the past should remain private, but for Wendy, reclaiming her voice and setting the record straight isn't revenge, it's empowerment. She proves that no matter how many times life knocks her down, she rises stronger, wiser, and unapologetically herself. The next chapter for Wendy Williams is just beginning. Her story is far from over, and the world is watching closely. Fans are encouraged to like, share, and subscribe to follow her ongoing journey, her comeback, and all the twists in this unforgettable story. Wendy has reclaimed her life, her power, and her voice, and she's doing it entirely on her own terms.